Welcome to Koala Gardens. This is just a really quick video. I want to talk about a koala named Midnight. You've not heard of Midnight before? Well, this video is brought to you by my alpha producers, Jeff Anderson, Rich in Alaska and Lynn, and you could have your name there if you'd like to become an alpha producer and join the ever-growing Patreon family. Maybe you'd like to sponsor the 2026 calendar and appear here, or become an In the Loop adopter. And I want to acknowledge the Widjabul Waiable people of the Bundjalung Nation, on whose land I am so proud to be able to live, work and play. Now, Midnight had an altercation with a dog. Let's just have a little bit of a look at the map. You can see at the top of the map there, at that corner at Wairala Road, Koala Gardens. That's me. Now go down, 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 down south until you see that red pin. This is the property where Midnight met some dogs around midnight. It's about 1.5 kilometres away from Koala Gardens. So it seems like a fair way, but it's not really all that far away. And what is the saddest part about this story is that that is the exact same property where Grace met the same dogs in 2023. Some of you may remember that. I'm sure that anyone who was following me in 2023 remembers Grace well. Grace was born on the property, the daughter of Phoenix, who was the daughter of Racy. 3 generations of koalas born on the property. And yet these dogs are still down there. We are working, believe me, we are working to help educate the owners of these dogs on how to keep their dogs safely locked away at night time, because it seems that night time is the problem. Koalas are on the move at night, and young koalas, particularly juvenile koalas, so Grace was a juvenile at the time and Midnight is a juvenile, they will actually enter areas where there are dogs because they don't understand that it's a danger. Well, Midnight was called in to Friends of the Koala and picked up, and fortunately Ina contacted me, and as she was on her way through with Midnight, to ask me if I would check to see if it was one of my koalas from here, and could we cut some leaf to add into Midnight's cage so that he'd be less stressed. Thanks, Ina, for doing that, because I was worried it might be Elmo. But this is where the nose identification comes in so handy dandy, because here is Elmo's nose. While Ina drove Midnight to me, I went and collected some leaf, and as soon as she arrived, I took a photo of this young fella and his nose, and you can see that is a very different nose pattern to what Elmo's nose is. So we were able to identify, no, that's definitely not one of the koalas from here. It's not a nose pattern that I know. And off he went to hospital, and he was able to be rehabilitated. Fortunately, he did not have serious injuries like Grace did. And while I was away in the USA, Ina was able to bring him back to Koala Gardens and release him in a tree so that he could safely disperse out. Now, I haven't seen him again, I do admit, but we know that at least he landed somewhere safe, could get his bearings, and find a safe place to disperse to. So Midnight ends up being a good story, and I hope that he finds a fantastic place to live. And that's it, just a quickie. Would you take a moment to make sure you smash the like button and write into the comments below, find a safe home, Midnight. Thanks for watching. Lots more great koala video coming your way very soon. In the meantime, another great way that you can support what I'm doing here is anytime you're looking for anything, a hat, a hoodie, a gift for someone, check out my Redbubble store. Over 60 different pieces of merchandise with loads of beautiful koala designs.